I mean, it reminds me of a situation that I was in as well. There was this girl, and like for the longest time when I first got here, I was like, I'm positive this girl is flirting with me. Every single time that I met up with this girl, I saw her in one of my social circles. She would always go out of her way to talk to me. She'd always say that I'm handsome. She would always compliment me. And it's not like I was going after her and she was just kind of being nice and giggly. Like, she was coming after me all the time. And then like we eventually exchanged Instagrams. She asked me for my Instagram. We exchanged Instagrams, and then she had like a boyfriend on her profile. And then she invited me out to dinner one time. We went out to dinner together, and I was like, I need to figure out what's going on. Is this guy her boyfriend or like what? Like, because she keeps flirting with me. I swear she keeps flirting with me. And then I asked her like, yo, so do you have a boyfriend? Like, what's going on? She's like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, okay, so she's not into me because she has a boyfriend. Like, what does she want then? I guess she literally just wants like a foreign friend or something like that. And we keep talking, and we were basically like on a date at this dinner, but I was like, why is she like kind of on a date with me if she has a boyfriend? Because just being alone with me, like I'm like a date and she's all dolled up and looking pretty, like that's enough to like be cheating in the first place. But I didn't ask her before that if she had a boyfriend. I didn't tell her like, hey, you can't go on a date with me if you're doing this because that would be cheating. So, and then we get onto this date and she's like, oh yeah, I do have a boyfriend. And I was like, okay, well, she's not interested in me. And then, long story short, she tried to invite herself back to my apartment. I could tell all the details, but I'm gonna spare it for this video because it's a long story. But she tried to invite herself back to my apartment, kind of like was making a move on me. I was like, yeah, like the whole like I have a boyfriend thing doesn't really matter to a lot of people here. It is just a method for them to escape guilt of like, you know, if they did something, oh, I didn't cheat or I didn't want to cheat, but I told him I had a boyfriend and he just kind of forced himself upon me, and that's what happens. So, and definitely there is some of that like doing something seedy, doing something you're not supposed to be doing, which makes it more exciting. That aspect I do think that is there as well. So that's just kind of a look into the Japanese dating culture and like things that go on here. And this is just another example of why I always say like it's really not that great here to date. Like a lot of guys from the West, like I know dating culture sucks all over the world, and a lot of guys from the West are really fed up. I totally get that as well, but it's really not exciting and not fun to date here. Like it's just a headache. And